Terry Coles, the Portugal correspondent for International Living. One of the hardest decisions to decide when you move anywhere is where you might want to live in that country. Even if you move to another state, it's difficult to decide what neighborhood you might want to live in. But it's far more difficult when you're moving abroad to a foreign country. So I'm making this little video to discuss what parts of Portugal are the best places for expats to settle into. Some are easier than others, but first you need to ask yourself many questions. What do you need to live with? What can you live without? And what will make life comfortable for you many years to come? Questions like, do you want to live in a big city or small town, somewhere in between? Do you want to live out in the country where you can see rolling hills and farmland and orchards? Or is that not something that would appeal to you? Do you want to have a car, live without a car and use public transport? That's another consideration. How healthy are you? Can you navigate hills, cobblestone roads? Because Portugal is full of hilly areas, cobblestone streets, especially in the larger cities. If you have mobility issues and that's not something you could deal with on a daily basis, then perhaps that's not a good place for you. What do you need to be around for creature comforts? Do you want to have museums around where you can go to concerts? You have to live in a big city. Do you want to wake up to the sound of the ocean or mountain vistas? So you really have to ask yourself a lot of questions. And other things to consider are, can you live without certain brands of peanut butter? You might not find your brand of shampoo here or other things. If that's a deal breaker for you, write it down, and perhaps you need to reconsider your move. Fortunately, we can order from Amazon whatever we cannot find in the country. We can order from Amazon Spain or Germany, so it comes pretty quick, sometimes within a day or so. So even we miss some of our creature comforts and do have to order some things online, but that's not a problem here. You can also go into neighboring Spain. There's a Costco warehouse where you can find some of the brands that you're used to in the US if that's something you can't live without. So Portugal's a tiny country. It's compact in size, but it offers various climates and living conditions for most anyone. If you want to live in a big city, Lisbon might be a good choice. Many expats there. English is widely spoken because they receive so many tourists and because of the large expat population there. You could easily integrate into Lisbon or its surrounding area not knowing much to any Portuguese. So that's a consideration at first until you do get a little of the language under your belt. Your budget will have to be upped a little because rental prices or buying property in Lisbon can be pricey. So that's a consideration. As far as weather, in the middle of the country there, summer temperatures don't get excruciatingly hot, maybe 75, mid-80s. Winters are cool and damp and rainy, just like throughout anywhere in Portugal. So that's something you have to deal with anywhere in the country. We don't get snow and we rarely get freezing temperatures, but we do get a lot of rain in the winter. If you want cooler temperatures even yet, consider Porto or Coimbra in the north, where summertime temperatures will again be on the mild side, but winters do get colder. You might get some frost up there. We even have one ski area in the country if that's a consideration for you. It's not the Swiss Alps, but it will give you some slopes to slide down, and I've never actually been there because I'm not a skier, but we do get snow in the mountains on occasion. But the further up north you do live, the winters are cooler and definitely rainier. I think the average rainfall in Porto is about 50 inches a year, and in the southern region, the Algarve, we get about 10 inches a year. So, if rain and dampness are a problem for you, that's also something to consider. When we first settled in Portugal, we lived in the middle of the country, an area called the Silver Coast, and we were near the city of Caldas da Rainha, which literally translates to the Baths of the Queen. This is a great area. It has the typical cobbled old town, lots of expats, plenty to do. But this is a microclimate within Portugal. Summer temperatures there never get real hot. You'll never see temperatures in the 90s or 100 there. Even today, it's July in the southern region of the Algarve, and it's about 95 degrees here, which is a little extreme even for the Algarve. But in the middle of the country, in Caldas, as it's commonly called, where we used to live, it's about 65 degrees there today. Now, we have a lot of friends there that migrated from Oregon or cooler parts of the U.S. that absolutely love the cooler summer temperatures. There's also a large British expat population there for that reason. They don't like hot, extreme summers. So if that's something you want, it's 1 hour north of Lisbon. The ease of hopping on a bus and getting into Lisbon for airport runs or travel or just for a day of shopping in Lisbon. And English is widely spoken in Caldas as it is in Porto and some other areas. We rented a 3-bedroom apartment there from a Portuguese woman who spoke absolutely no English. She spoke French and Portuguese, so there are people there, especially the older generation, that do not speak English, but some of the younger people you will find in the middle of the country do. Now, if you want to live in hot, dry summers, think the Algarve or even the Alentejo. The Algarve is where we currently live. It receives lots of summer tourists, a large British population here. There's also a good amount of North Americans. We have lots of Canadian and American friends here. Lots to do. A little bit higher on the budget also, just like Lisbon and Porto. And what was I going to say? Plenty of great hospitals here, and that was another consideration as for where we wanted to live. We have a great private hospital nearby. We're also within 20 minutes of Faro International Airport, so for travel it's ease of getting in and out. Now there's a lesser known area called the Alentejo region, which is it's actually the largest region in all of Portugal. It covers 30% of the landmass, yet only 5% of the population actually live there. The area is dominated with rolling plains, which turn into beautiful wildflowers in the spring. But this time of year, summer temperatures are extreme, hitting 100 degrees or more. And there's a smaller area of a smaller group of expats that live there, particularly in the cities of Évora and Beja. But for some expats that want to live a rural lifestyle and really be immersed in the Portuguese culture, this could be for you. Bear in mind that you'll find less English speakers there, so you do need to speak some Portuguese and make that a conscious effort if you choose to live in the Alentejo region. So, like I said, there's something for everyone in this compact country on climate. There's certainly areas where you can move into and enjoy life right away, not knowing much Portuguese. It depends on your budget. It depends on what you need and want. And start asking yourself a lot of questions, do a lot of research, follow many of my articles and videos, and if you have any further questions, please email me. My email is portugal@internationalliving.com, and I'd be happy to answer anything for you. If you'd like more information in Portugal, click on the link below for your free Portugal report. Thanks for listening. See you next time.